Alright, we're going to talk about the Section 11 assignment, which is dosage error calculations. So what happened here is we had a hospital that had a bunch of pneumonia patients come in because there was an outbreak. And here's the following patients. You have A through H. They're either male or female, and they have a certain amount of weight. And this is how much drug they got. They got drugs 3 times a day. And these cases are still in critical condition. So there's some major complications, and the hospital's under investigation. So here's the idea. They got this drug, Cefaclor, whatever it is. And here's the dosage. It's 20 milligrams per kilogram per day. So here's how this is going to work. If you're getting 20 milligrams per kilogram per day, you need to know how many kilograms somebody weighs. If you know their weight in kilograms, you get 20 milligrams per kilogram. So take their weight in kilograms times 20. Well, if you look at the table, everything's in pounds. Well, you gotta be able to convert from pounds to kilograms. So we open up the document. First thing you need to do is convert everything to kilograms. So if we just do A real quick here, 182 pounds, you convert that to kilograms, you're going to get 82.7. So 82.7, get rid of that last blank, kilograms. Maybe I'll put a little space here too, make it look a little nicer. Okay, you're going to do that for each patient. Once you know that, you can figure out what their dosage should be. Okay, so if it's 20 milligrams per kilogram, you take 82.7, that number times 20. Well, that's going to give you 1654. We'll round it up to 55. Okay, it's 0.5, so 1,655 milligrams a day. Okay, so do that for all the patients. Figure out what their weight is in kilograms, and then what the recommended dosage should be based on the 20 milligrams per kilogram. Okay, once you do that, you need to make a chart in Excel. You need to put the name, gender, weight, in kilograms, and the dosage. And then we're going to cut and paste that in here. So to do that, you go to Excel, and let's just do name, weight, what else is there? Gender. So I can insert a column. I forgot gender. And what was this? My goodness, it's too early to do this. Recommended dosage. Recommended dosage. Okay, we can make this a little bit bigger. One thing I want to do as well is the weight is in kilograms. So let's note that on the title. Weights in kilograms. Dosage, we're going to do milligrams per day. So always put those on there. Alright, so make our table. Names are going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And genders are whatever they are. M, F, F, M, F, F, M, F. M, F, F, M. Okay. M, F, F, M, M, F, something. MF. Okay, now for weight, we already know the first one. That was 82.7. And the dosage was 1655. And just to make it nice, I'm going to take everything. I'm going to center it. I'm going to right click and go to Format Cells. I'm going to make that border. Thick line on the outside, thin line on the inside. Okay. I'm going to highlight this top row again. Let's make those bold. Right click, Format Cells, double line on the bottom. Okay. Alright, I just do that because I think it looks nice. If you really want to get fancy, you can highlight this. Maybe give it a cool little background. Yeah, how about that? Okay, so you can do little things like that to make it nicer. Alright, once you have that, highlight the whole thing. right click, cut it, go back to Word, right click, paste it. And you can see if you select different types of paste, it does all sorts of weird things. So just pick the one that looks the best. That looks pretty good. I like that one. And there you go. Okay, so now your table is no longer in Excel. It's in Word. And it's so much easier to make a table in Excel. You can do tables in Word, but I wouldn't recommend it because they're not very good. Okay, so you got this. You have the patient and the recommended dosage. And then you want to look at question 4. So it's based on the actual doses given. Are there any discrepancies in recommended versus actual? If so, explain them in detail. So you'll go back to the PDF. Here's what they actually got. And here's how much they're supposed to get. So you want to compare the two. Once you compare the two and explain the discrepancies in detail, then you're going to use your data to argue whether you believe the complications were caused by hospital negligence or by a faulty drug. Then explain your reasoning. Okay, so that's going to be kind of your conclusion right there. So you can find weights, dosages, make a table, see if there's any discrepancies, make sure the dosages were actually correct, and then whose fault is it? What's your conclusion right here? And when you go to the project, you're going to submit. You just need to submit this page. You don't need to submit the Excel sheet because what you did in Excel will be in the table right here. Okay, so just submit this page and you should be good to go.